You've gone the extra mile to arrive at this destination, and you've earned your high school diploma. Before I begin, I ask that you please join me in recognizing a few very important key people who have made tonight possible. First and foremost, Dr. Renee Lacey, who without her, this whole program would have not been possible. And Mrs. Katie Burke, who were the ones who actually coordinated this ceremony for you guys. Mrs. Dara Harris, Miss Tiffany Hope, and Mrs. Heather Glasgow for their tireless efforts to make sure that each one of you guys reached your goals and met the graduation requirements. And then of course, the teachers, the clerical staff, the security staff that has helped you along the way. So, summer school is unique. It brings together students from each of the high schools across Prince William County. In 6 short weeks, you completed the remaining course and verified credit requirements that it typically takes a full year to complete. That's not easy, guys. You should be really proud of yourselves. This takes perseverance, grit, and a determination that many individuals do not have. You've shown these traits. Graduates, I encourage you to continue to persevere as you move forward in life. So now a little story. When I graduated college many years ago, my father wrote me a letter detailing his views on the keys to success, both professionally and personally. At the time, I was the first person in my family to graduate college, so I wondered what in the world could my father possibly know about how things work this day and age. To give you a little bit of background information about my father, he didn't have the best upbringing. His parents struggled to make ends meet. His father was an alcoholic who oftentimes took out his frustrations on my dad, and he didn't always make the best decisions. My father struggled through high school, primarily because his attendance was atrocious, and his family moved so often, so he never really established a positive relationship with anybody at the school. He eventually graduated from high school, thanks to a summer program much like this one, and began working at the local McDonald's. While working there, he met a woman named Wanda. A short time after, they found out they were expecting their first child. So, what does this have to do with you graduating high school, you may be asking yourself? Well, let me tell you how my father's story progressed. Once he found out he was going to be a father, he made the decision that he was going to create a life and a family that he never had, and he would do whatever it takes to be successful. He then entered a management training program with McDonald's and began working his way up the corporate ladder. Several years, a wife, 3 kids, me included. Later, he worked his way up from literally being the fry man, like the guy in the back, like going with the fries, shaking the salt, to becoming the Chief Operations Officer of the International Division of McDonald's. He did this without a college diploma. So what that took a whole lot of grit, a whole lot of perseverance, and a whole lot of hard work. But along the way, there were setbacks. There were times that things didn't go as planned, but he was able to succeed both personally and professionally by following a few key principles that he outlined for me in that letter once I was the first one to achieve the goal that he set for all 3 of his children. Over the past 6 weeks, you all have demonstrated the #1 trait that my father outlined in his letter on success: perseverance. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that everything's going to be all rainbows and butterflies. There are going to be times when things go wrong, when money's tight or non-existent, and everything seems like an uphill battle. It is during those times that you must push through. The easy thing to do is quit, to make excuses, and to give up. This summer, graduates, you did not give up. You woke up every morning, got to school at 7:30, while your buddies were all sleeping, hanging out, doing whatever it was they could have been up from the night before. You did this because you had a goal. Your goal was to graduate high school. See, much like my father, you had made a decision. You decided that even though things may not have turned out the way you wanted them to during the regular school year, you would push through and finish what you started 4 years ago. And guess what? You did it. Graduating class of 2017, I'm sincerely proud of your accomplishment and the hard work it has taken for you to reach this point. I urge you to continue to persevered, to transform your commitment and determination into action. Once you decide what you want, pursue it 100%. Don't let anything or anybody stand in your way. Do not let any obstacles deter you. Don't let circumstances deter you. Press on until you achieve what you set out to achieve. Keep going until you arrive at your destination. Do what you love, believe in, and do it with passion. I wish you guys the best of luck in your future endeavors. Congratulations, graduates. So we're going to get to the point that you guys have all been waiting for. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Maybe I should just hold them.